Oh, would you look at that, with 30% complete. Hello everybody, I know we're starting off on the loading screen, but whatever. This is probably going to be a long video, because I kind of want to make up for the fact it was about a week between this and the last one. I mean, this game's been out for a while now, and I realise we've only put out, what, 7 episodes on it? Really? I mean, I don't know, it maybe just slipped past me. But hello everyone, so yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a longer one today, and I know some of the episodes have already been a bit long, but whatever. We'll wait for the loading screen before I talk anymore. There we go. Oh yes, and we're here. Okay, hi guys, so welcome to another video. We're here for some more Tomb Raider 2013, and we're going to do... I've kind of got a pretty reasonable idea of where I want to get to for this episode, and it's where some, like, crazy stuff happens in the game that I remember, like, really impacted me when I first played. But then it's like, the game doesn't return to it for a really long time. That won't make any sense to you so far, but don't worry, it will eventually. So, last episode, we did plenty of stuff. We got to the radio tower, which was very cool. We got to the radio tower, we called to try and get someone to come rescue us. That moment, I never mentioned it in the commentary, but I've mentioned it on the description of the last video. It really reminds me of, you know, if you're going to compare this to Lost, which I tend to do quite a lot, that moment on the radio tower, and don't worry, I won't spoil anything for Lost, but that moment on the radio tower, to me, is exactly the same moment as when they find the little yellow plane, and they climb up and find the radio there to try and contact people. And they get a message, but I mean, come on, Lost is pretty old. They get a message on that, and they think they've contacted the outside world, but they haven't. They've just contacted someone else on the island, and they're like, "What?" Yeah, and then like the plane falls down, and it all gets very sad and stuff. So yeah, that bit with the radio tower is kind of, I feel like that's the Tomb Raider equivalent here.
That looks like a good spot to hook into.
Here, Lara's going to teach us about that thing I already showed us, where you can create zip lines if you've got an appropriate post or something. You need a post to be able to latch onto on the side, which I don't know, I find kind of weird, because especially considering the last generation she had a grappling hook, and I find it kind of interesting. I'll tell you now, there's no grappling hook in Tomb Raider 2013, but I find it kind of interesting that she had a grappling hook in the last generation, and in this generation they bring back some old stuff from previous generations in really cool ways, which I'm not going to spoil, but they do some cool stuff like that, and I'm wondering whether that means the sequel to this game, whatever that may be, is gonna then introduce us to the grappling hook. But my original point was going to be that I find it kind of weird that we're so limited with a rope in this game, because you're used to having a grappling hook before where you could do all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, hey Roth, check it out.
I'm really glad you moved.
You and me both, girl.
One moment they were fine, the next there was this storm. It came out of nowhere.
It's not your fault, Laura.
I called them here, Roth.
Hey, we'll find another way.
Mayday, mayday. Co-pilot Jessup of Air
Another pilot.
177A.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, badly hurt when I landed and need urgent aid. Is anyone there?
Captain Jessup, do you read?
I've deployed a smoke signal. Please
Damn it, he can't hear me. I have to get to him.
No.
His signal's just over there.
We've got our own people to worry about. We'll need to regroup as soon as they find Sam.
I can't just leave him out there alone. I need to get to him.
Sometimes you've got to make sacrifices, Laura. You can't save everyone.
I know about sacrifices.
No, you know about loss. Sacrifice is a choice you make. Loss is a choice made for you.
I can't choose to let him die, Roth.
I feel like that's quite an organic reference to her father there, because you know they really don't make it out to be this really big thing. It's accepted knowledge between the two characters, and they don't like bang on about it. I quite like it. It's very, very good. So anyway, we've got a camp here. Usually I'll just check these camps just in case Lara's got a journal. I don't know whether it's possible to miss journals necessarily in the game. We really need that second bow part. I don't know whether it's like possible to play through the game because you didn't go to a camp at a certain moment, you'll miss out on all their journals kind of thing, or whether it's just like backlogs for you. I really don't know. But what do we want here? Firing rate? Yeah, let's go with firing rate. It's machine gun. We need good firing rate. Even though we could up the damage of each individual bullet. We'll do that at some point. Could barely afford that anyway. So yeah, we have that nice little conversation. What's very cool here, actually, is if we have a look... Oh, somebody mentioned as well, you can press Z in this game to zoom in and basically scope forward a little bit. I found myself doing this, what, maybe 5, 6 times of my entire run-through of Tomb Raider before. Like, it's really not necessary. But what I really like here is this is the mountain village. We're back here. And we already saw, look, like there was a crashed plane and stuff here. And now we've called another one to the island, which has crashed in largely the same area. Which I just find so cool. It's like so almost poetic that all of the planes have been crashing here from years and years and years ago, and now another one has joined them. And they're kind of subtle about it as well. They don't really point out really clearly that this is the plane. I only noticed that this is the plane we just called that's now crashed. I suppose the fire gives it away to an extent, but I only really figured it out when I went down there and realised there was a new area available to travel to. How did I miss that so badly? So yeah, they do that. That's quite cool, and it also allows us to get around a little bit quicker. Also, the zip line now.
Clear. We ain't gonna find anyone up here.
You're probably right, but we got orders. I'm gonna head down and join the others at the plane. You keep checking these ruins.
Yeah, I'll get right on.
I need help!
Oh, what? Oh, he was there and he saw me. Okay, brilliant. Shoot him in the head, and then... Come on, man. I really do like how realistic this game is. Like, because I've been playing, or had been playing Bioshock Infinite. Even that feels like a while ago now. Like, that game felt really bullet spongy, but this one, nah, not so bad. Yeah, so, basically, now that we've got, now that the plane's crashed, we've got a bunch of new stuff we can do. And now that we've got the...
I'm here, Reyes. What's your situation?
We followed a group of men to some kind of city. This place is insane, Roth. What the hell are they doing here?
I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. Any sign of Sam or Whitman?
Nothing yet. Are you with Lara?
Yes. We will be heading down the mountain soon to meet up with you.
Okay. We'll try to get in a bit closer. Keep this channel open.
Okay, fair enough, cool. So Reyes, that was the woman we met earlier, very briefly. They've gone to some kind of city. We're, of course, though, going after the pilot here. Yes, now that we've got the zip line, we can do all... Well, not the zip line. Now that we've got the rope shot, we can do all kinds of stuff. It's kind of really cool coming back to the village, in my opinion, now, because you see suddenly all these white things all over the place, and you're like, holy hell, look at all the stuff that could be here. Still, though, I'm not going to do the stuff here just yet, because we need one more item, really, to be able to get our hands on everything here, and we are going to return here again, so I'm not going to faff about. Like I say, where the plane crashed over there, there's a new area we can go to and stuff, but it's only a small place. You can actually find some new types of animals to kill over there for a bit of experience, but we'll do that in time. So anyway, yeah, we get to come back to the mountain village, and there's all this stuff going on. In the background, though, obviously we've got the smoke thing.
There's the signal.
The signal. I actually find it really cool that it's blue. I don't know whether I should feel bad that I've never really understood. I would have just expected that to be just like grey or black smoke or something, but, you know, maybe they do dye it these days? Like, I would have had no idea, but that seems really cool, and I love just the way that it looks. It's in such stark contrast to the rest of the environments around it. Very cool. And with that big Sun Queen thing up there, I was going to mention originally when we came to the mountain village that if you look up, you see like the radio tower in one kind of horizon, and you see that giant statue on the other. And this place, this small section of the game is kind of cool because we're slowly moving closer and closer towards that giant thing.
Come on, we gotta get back. Shut up and let me finish.
Yeah, go and have a piss. Down you go. I thought he was going to see me then, but he didn't. Oh. Oh, man, they should give you time to kill the pissing guy. Oh, and they didn't give me time to shoot him in the head. Oh, he's down. Man, that's twice I've come really close to dying here just from stupidity. The game's more punishing than I remember. Okay, so we can keep progressing up here. Obviously, these are all areas we couldn't have gone to before, so... there was something else I wanted to mention as well on the previous video. Oh man, there was so much I wanted to mention. I find it funny we like went through for so long on that. I think it's because I was trying to keep the pace up a lot, which a lot of you guys did then turn around and say, oh no, I prefer the smaller pace, which is totally fine. You're just going to have to accept I have no idea what I'm doing here, so sometimes I'll probably go with a ridiculous pace and sometimes I'll be a bit shorter. Looks like we found a tomb here, so... let's progress through. But yeah, we did a really long video and there was lots of stuff I didn't mention. There was big news when I filmed the last one. Big news, kind of. Square Enix. For those of you guys that don't know, this Crystal Dynamics published the Tomb Raider games under Square Enix. Okay, so Square Enix were the publishers. Square Enix are a company that is made out of two originally smaller companies. One was Squaresoft, who made the Final Fantasies, primarily with developers, and one was what were they? They weren't just Enix, I don't think. I think there was something else. But those guys were, I think they were primarily publishers at first as well. So when the two companies came together, basically they became Square Enix and they both publish and develop games. Square Enix, they don't make very good first-party games anymore, I don't think. I personally, in my opinion, I don't really like a lot of their... the things that they primarily develop for themselves. Some of the I think there are a lot of gems out there, but people just get a bit blindsided and think, oh, it's all about Final Fantasy, it has to be Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, so you see we got the second part of our bow now. So yeah, now we've got the recurve bow, but no salvage really to upgrade it, which is a shame, so... Wow, loads of stuff just fell out in the toilet behind me. That's pretty funny. So we're going to come over here, right? Now if we have a look at the bow, it's actually upgraded. It looks a lot cooler now. Really cool, very authentic. What you can see here is that we've got these couple of extra upgrades. Just one here for this time, but there's lots of different versions of the weapons as we go along, and upgrading them like this won't necessarily give you more types of functionality, like multi-shots and stuff like that, but they do let you just continue purchasing upgrades, so that's quite cool. If we have a look at the bow now, we will see, there you go, that it's looking pretty swish, so that's cool. But yeah, Square Enix actually published this game. I think they're very good. It's hard to dispute that they're not good publishers at this point. And yeah, they made this, but actually their creative director, what I'm trying to say is there was big news that their director stepped down the other day. So there could be big changes with the company. There could be big changes in the kind of franchises that they want to publish. I think because this Tomb Raider did so well, they'll probably create another one. They will do a sequel, but there's a chance they won't. And that's kind of, I don't know, an interesting thought. So now whenever I'm talking about the sequel, I'm thinking, oh god, what if this new director at Square Enix doesn't want to do these? Anyway, right, so yeah, we've got this tomb. I didn't give us a very grand opening, did I? I'm sorry, guys. This is what you're talking about with the pacing, isn't it? I should have just stood on the bridge before even going in. Check it out. This was once a part of Yamatai. Very windy area, obviously. The weather is a big theme here. At first, it makes you kind of think it's just storms, right? Conventional storms. But now we're seeing really windy areas. We saw snow come that was unnatural. Somebody mentioned in the comments, like, an idea of the realism of the game, how it's not very realistic because it could have all been really cold and she shouldn't touch it with her skin. Then somebody else did come back and say, oh, well, the weather's unnatural. So I suppose that's kind of a bit of a redeeming factor. And inside here, we got this kind of crazy-looking horse thing, which to me reminds me of the Tomb Raider 2, where like statues used to come to life in certain areas. That happened in a lot of Tomb Raiders, actually. Tomb Raider 3 in the like India levels, that happened too. So anyway, you got that, but mostly it's just a bit of a wreck here. We do have three things we can interact with though. First, we've got this, which we can crank, which will raise this up, but not really do anything. Then over here at this window, we've got this that we can crank, which will close. I think we actually need to crank two different things here, maybe? Or maybe we don't. We got this which we can crank, which can close the window. Awesome. So now that's not going to get blown if we lift it up. But, here's the thing. We're going to run over and try and lift this again. And sadly, the windows have just started breaking open again, as you can see here. Now, we've lifted this up, which is brilliant, so let's climb up and get on top of it. Am I about to accidentally do this correctly? But we can't do anything. Well, now the other window's opened, and it swung us to this, so we can climb up here. And I got to tell you guys, I was stuck here. I was stuck for so long. I thought we had to, like, it was a really difficult timing puzzle, and that you'd have to try and use that platform to break the wall somehow, and that you couldn't just jump up like I just did. But no, it's really what I just did accidentally first time. So there you go. That's kind of an example of why people, I think, wanted more difficult puzzles and stuff. The tombs were meant, I think...
Beautiful. Was this part of a larger complex of ruins?
I think before the game came out, basically, a lot of the when people were saying, "Well, are there going to be lots of puzzles? Where's the the things that make us think about the game? Where's that all coming in?" Their answer was probably is in the tombs. The tombs have got the puzzles. And then I think a lot of people might have been expecting really great puzzles and stuff from the tombs that in the end they were disappointed by. Because I've got to be honest, when I play like a new release, I don't read reviews or anything like that. Because I find myself so easily swayed by other people's opinions. I really do. It's probably a bit of a flaw with me, but so if I read a review, even if I don't necessarily agree with it, in a way I can kind of always... there we go, we've got the double gas. I can always kind of, I don't know, it affects me on some level, and then I spend the whole game thinking about it and thinking, well, is this a bad thing, or well, was this a good thing instead? So I always try and like avoid that stuff until I've played the game, and then I get the other perspectives. So I played through, and I was reasonably happy with the tombs. They weren't that challenging, but I get a bit frustrated when I get really stuck as well anyway. And in the age of the internet, I mean, come on. It's too easy to just go off and look at the answers to puzzles. What was it I was playing before? What was that I've been doing on the channel? Yeah, in Grimrock I mentioned this, that basically all puzzles, you guys might not have seen that yet because it's in a long marathon of videos that aren't out yet, but I mentioned in Grimrock that everyone can always get answers to puzzles and stuff now, so I don't know. I do think that there should be harder puzzles though. I'm not necessarily defending it. I do think that's a valid criticism of the game. But there you go, that's one tomb, and that's a pretty cool angle. What Lara said there as well about this perhaps being part of a larger complex is an interesting idea, which we will explore. I just noticed something back there. They have like that little fire thing there so that Lara can strike up her torch in case she doesn't have the upgrade. But you can't get to this part of the game without the upgrade, so why did they do it that way? Kind of interesting. But yeah, so she mentioned that that large complex could have been a part of something else. Remember that, because I've just noticed she says that, and that's kind of interesting for a place we'll go to later, so do bear that in mind. And that was the silent sound of me downing like a pint of water, because I'm super thirsty, because I just washed, and I always get really thirsty after I have like a hot shower or something before I record. Anyway, we're getting pretty close here. There are lots of secrets in this area, I will tell you now. For example, that up there is a, whatchamacallit, that's one of, is that the last one we need? No, there's 10 illumination, I thought there were 5. Yeah, so there's another illumination shrine up there. Can we actually hook onto anything here to get up? No, we can't. See, there's no pole for us. So we've already kind of buggered up. We've already kind of gone the wrong way. But we got a GPS cache at our feet. It's like I said, I'm not going to bother too much just now. There's also some salvage over there. There'll be some relics and documents and things, which I will be happy to go for and get, just not right now. I do kind of want to pick up a couple as we go, though, so I'll try and keep my eyes out. I quite like this area. This is full of these large stone pillars, and I remember when I was playing Factions, Guild Wars Factions, which was kind of, an Asian-themed expansion on that continent. I remember looking out to the sea and seeing these weird, like, large stone pillars, and asking on that video, has anybody ever seen these? These look so unnatural. Cool, but unnatural. And then somebody posted, like, a screenshot of a place in the real world that looked just like this, like with these really irregular-looking rocks poking out of the sea, and it was so cool. Anyway, we've got a document here.
It is time for me to leave this accursed island. I have seen enough of Yamatai. I cannot explain the power the Sun Queen wields, but it is not of this earthly plane. As I suspected, she knew my intent the moment I set foot on this island. She has manipulated me, toyed with me to see what information I would seek. But she always knew. If I am allowed to leave this place alive, I must warn my lord, warn him that we should avoid Yamatai at all costs. If we wish access to her seas, we should pay any tribute she requires, but we should never cross the Sun Queen. To do so would lead to our ruin. Of the other things I have seen, those dark horrors, I can never speak of again.
Oh man, okay, so this is actually the second scroll from this guy that we've seen. I just want to show it to you guys. The first one before, he was basically like a spy coming in, if you have a look. I'll mute the video so I'm not talking over the voice here. But here he was basically mentioning that he was coming just to check her out and that he wanted to spread discontent, if you remember this. And now, just a very short period of time later, perhaps, I don't know, a couple of scrolls down, he is just really against her. The dark horrors he can never speak of again. Very interesting. So even back then, despite the fact that we had all this talk about how she, she was fair to tax her people, she provided them with defences and stuff, now we hear that there was, even back then, there was kind of sinister stuff going on. And the Queen herself scared him. Yes, we know you have to get over there, Lara. So, it's very windy in this section. This is the last area. I really have just skipped through this section, which is pretty crazy. Very windy. So, don't worry, Lara. Be careful. Ooh! Oh! Keep going. I'm furiously holding W at the moment, trying to get up the rope. Go. Go, 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 go. The old games, you could tap a button to shimmy quicker, but not in this one. Go, Lara. Go, go, go. Oh, man, we were clearly further away from it than there. So yeah, anybody who'd noticed, there was this big wall here, and it actually gives you loads of leeway. On my first playthrough, I walked all the way down there just to see how much leeway you get, and you get tons. Like, it would be very hard to fail there, honestly. It must be like a full 10, no, maybe not 10 seconds, but it gives you a long time. Anyway, there you go, Lara, don't worry.
Captain Jessup! Why did he go?
And the captain's gone. Brilliant. But there's the flare thing. Great. Why didn't he just stay here, man? He could have joined our group. What's he doing? What if he finds the islanders? And what if they don't try and kill him straight away? But what if they try and recruit him? What happens then? I guess we'll have to see. So we're going to skip through the mountain village again here. There's really no reason for us to say. And we can't climb back up now because of that slope, which is horribly inconvenient. I remember when I was first playing, I thought I was still in the mountain village, and then it came up Mountain Pass, and just as I was trying to interact with this to light it, and I was like, no!
Hey, Lara. Roth told us about the plane. Don't worry, there's got to be another way off this rock, right?
I hope so. Any sign of Sam?
We tracked her to some old Japanese palace.
I don't like the sound of that.
Hey, don't worry. She's probably just, sightseeing.
You're a terrible liar, Alex. You have to be careful in there. Good luck.
So, Sam, if you remember, was with us with that Matthias guy at the start, and nobody's seen her since, which is pretty worrying. But, you know, they didn't wake... Why wouldn't they wake us up while we were asleep? And I can't blame Laura for having to sleep, honestly. So there we go, we got another camp. 2 skill points to spend now, so let's do this. Did I have skill points last time I was at camp? Right. Now we're going to get some of the cool stuff. So, we're going to go for... well, we've already got orienteering. Do we really want to finish this? Increase my climbing skills. I don't. It says that it lets you traverse the environment with more speed. I don't actually know how this works. Press button 2 when landing from a hard fall to reduce fall damage. That's fine, and I appreciate that part of the perk. But climbing around quicker, right? I can't say I ever really noticed it. Anyway, the last one, which we again can't get just yet, it's locked. We have to go into a different tree. Is that all tomb entrances and map locations will be revealed on our map. So what does this mean? I think I've already explained this. This means that no matter where we go in any new area, we'll know automatically where the map is, and then we get the map, and then the map will tell us where everything else is. So this game's really streamlined, really simple if you can actually use the waypoint system to just get everything, which is good, because it's lots of collectibles, but it's not like finding needles in haystacks. Now here's the question, what do we want to go into, Brawler or Hunter? Brawler being up close, dirty attacks, Hunter being like guns and stuff. I think I'm going to go into Hunter because this increases your upgrades and stuff, greater rewards when you kill people in certain ways. I also don't need maximum ammunition just yet, but I do want that at some point. More deadly shots with my bow. Let's go with that, because we keep using the bow a lot. Actually, that does make me think. Yeah, so now we can shoot quicker with the bow, which is nice. It charges up faster. I do know I've got a bit of gear, but I can't be bothered to fiddle about with that just yet, so... We'll spend it more. And this is going to be a game where I go off and... like grind off screen. I was going to do that for Grimrock too. I appreciate some of you guys watching this aren't watching Grimrock, but I was going to do that too, but after this marathon I've realised it's literally impossible at the end of the game, which I'm going to have to explain.
These ruins predate the Kofun period.
Okay, I don't know what that Kofun period is. Every time she says something that I don't recognise, I think of that clip from Keenan and Kel where he's like, he's working at Good Burger and he's like,
Pilgrimage.
I know some of these words. I think about it every time. I know what a pilgrimage is, at the very least. Look at this, it's beautiful.
A queen. Himiko?
Maybe. How many queens were here? I mean, we know the first queen, but surely there were others, right? Check it out.
Incredible. Captain Jessup? Captain Jessup? Oh my god!
For a child, you've caused me a great deal of trouble, but you're just as naive and predictable. Kill her!
Theone! The Guardians are here! Come on, get out!
Holy titty balls. What the hell is this? And this is a bit of a familiar sight, isn't it? You know, if that first guy, when we first got to the island, had just learned not to tie us up and leave us, we might have been alright. But why are we here? Who put us here? Was it Matthias and his men? Or what the hell was that other thing attacking? Oh my god. Okay, so we can swing, just like at the start of the game as well. Again, keep swinging. I'm not sure why I'm swinging, to be honest, at the moment. I think something must happen. Oh, right, okay, we can get our legs up, and then we can mash that button. Ah, look at what it does with the lighting there. That is so good, guys. It's so good, because we've been conditioned to know that's when we're close to dying. There's a game mechanic that they've just incorporated into a cutscene in a really cool way. I love that. I think that's so good. I don't know, it's such a minor thing, but...
What's happening here?
Look at all these bodies. Do you remember what I said earlier about all of the bones and stuff? This is where it gets kind of crazy. I mean, these aren't even that old. What you've got to consider is there's a lot of flesh on these guys still. We're in, what, a subtropical kind of climate at the moment? They would rot pretty quick. It would stink like... all kinds of just nasty ass stuff. I don't know whether you guys have ever smelled like real rot. It's vile, honestly. It's one of those things you can appreciate scenes like this a hell of a lot more. Okay. Go, 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 go. Maybe not as scary as the wolf cave. Maybe as scary. Also, I noticed on that big mace thing that there seemed to be text. If anybody can translate that, can you let me know? Go, Laura. No, no, no. Don't make any noise. Don't make any noise. Don't make any noise. Rats. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? Look, rats here. Because there would be rats here all over the place. Just look at the bones. Look at the bones. It's a bit unrealistic, I've got to be honest. But, you know, I don't really care about realism much, to be honest. So... wow, the wind isn't looking good here, is it? Jeez Louise. We've got an arrow sticking out of that guy. He looks like another kind of World War II body. I mean, oh, and look at the lighting effect. I'll tell you what, this reminds me... I love it in games where they really get a good sun glare kind of effect. So, like, you'll turn a corner somewhere and then the sun will beam over a hill or something and it will really kind of make you shield your eyes. I love that. So good. I've been seeing a lot of videos as well with people using like the Razer Hydra with their Oculus Rifts and stuff and actually holding their hands up in front of their face to block the sun out. So cool. Ooh, what is this? This is the last item.
I hope this thing still works.
Now, I'll tell you what. I find it a shame that it was so significant getting our pistol, it was pretty significant getting our bow, it was pretty significant getting our machine gun, like blowing that guy up, and then the shotgun, which is just as an iconic of weapon for me for Tomb Raider as the dual pistols are, we just pick up from a body, and is just a means to an end.
I heard something below. The Guardians will... Let's get the fuck out of here before they find us.
They're looking for me.
Okay, and they're also running away from something called the Guardians. What is this? Also, I think this area would look amazing in stereo 3D just because of like the particle effects and stuff all over the place. So anyway, we have the shotgun, and the shotgun allows us to do even more stuff that's painted slightly white or seems to be worn slightly white. It will let us blow our way through walls and stuff. That's the last item we need to fully explore the mountain village.
I hate tombs.
Oh, yes. Good line. I think that line was used in a lot of promotional stuff.
A Sun Queen and her Storm Guard. Himiko, the first Sun Queen. This is Yamatai. And you're really here. And really, really dead. This is incredible. This looks like some kind of fire ritual. A sacrificial ritual. Horrible. But why were the women burnt like that? A journey. A pilgrimage to... is that this monastery? Pouring water. But why? And there you are, Queen. Wait. It's not pouring water, it's transferring power. This is an ascension ritual. It's how you chose your successor. Oh no.
Oh, don't make too much noise, god damn it, because I suppose this is kind of a good way to give you the shotgun and then give you a nice encounter here where there's loads of close-up combat and you just get to blow the crap out of people right in their face. Don't make too much noise though, Lara, because of these crazy Guardian things. How did you survive that? Oh, and another one behind me? Okay, I appreciate you dodging that one, that's fine. I desperately want to reload as well, but we don't get that many bullets. Execute him. Dodge him, that was good, I like that. Am I really out of ammo? Fine, we'll use the machine gun. I said we were going to use it earlier. Down you get! Anyone else? Yep, you. Ooh! 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 Ooh!
What the hell is that thing?
I'm glad it didn't calm down when I started shooting it in the face. Last time I was just cowering like a crybaby in the corner. Like, no, please don't hurt me, don't see me. And then it ran off. Okay, cool. So, there was so much I wanted to say. First of all, Lara, like, recoiling when she opens this ancient-ass tomb. Yeah, like, this body would be the one that smells and not all the bodies in that chamber we were just in. Like, she wouldn't have acclimated already to it. Whatever, though, I can understand that. There's something else I wanted to say as well that I thought was quite important, but whatever. Right, we also apparently had loads of ammo, which I could have picked up, but that's fine. So we've got a little area over here. This is where we got in, so you can't actually climb back out. But we do have this big kind of bell. This is a pretty standard puzzle. You see this in most games. This isn't even a Tomb Raider thing. This is just, hey, look, we've got sort of a physics system. Let's show it off. So there you go. You can break your way through.
I found a way out down here. The Guardians can have it. I'm getting the hell out of here now.
Okay, wait. Help us open the gate. Shit! They're here! Hey, what's going on? Come back! Don't leave us, you coward! Come back!
So we get a nice little camp here. We've got a little bit more salvage now, so let's have a look. Let's fully finish up our bow. So because we now have a new bow, the recurve bow, we can get a keyring release trigger, which further increases the firing rate. So yay for that. Awesome, awesome. So we're done with that. And how much more salvage do we have? 200. Whatever, we can get another upgrade later. And we've, of course, got another door here. I wonder what would happen if you were out of ammo here? I really wonder what would happen if you're out of ammo. Would this continue respawning, like, if you used all of this up? Kind of weird. So anyway, wow, look at this. So, careful, Lara. Oh my god, I don't even know if you have to press E to survive that. So, everything's going a bit crazy now. We kind of thought we understood what was going on. There was a weird cult. We didn't know why they were doing what they were doing on the island. But now, like, there's like another faction here. And what's going on with those GPS caches as well? As I mentioned at the start, those GPS caches have been laid, but I'll tell you when we meet. Well, no, I won't. Okay, but I'll tell you now that the GPS caches have got nothing to do with these giant monster things that seem to be on the island as well. So we've got those. It's actually kind of getting a lot more complicated. I love this moment in films, in anything. I love this moment where you think you know what's going on, you think you've reached the status quo, and then they just throw a bunch of new stuff at you, and you think, what's going on? And then the rest of the thing that you're consuming is figuring out how it all ties together. I love it. And what about this like crazy weather? Is this wind happening on a purpose?
I can't get this thing open. Forget it. I need to break out. She's here.
Yeah, I'm here, bitches. Give me the machine gun. What's also weird is the hotkey for picking up the machine gun. Oh, like equipping it. Ow, did you just shoot me from the side? Okay. Shoot me. You stabbed me with a machete. Brilliant. What's also weird is the machine gun is 4. You have to press 4, as if it's the 4th weapon you get, while the shotgun is 3, but then you get the shotgun after. That is how you kill these guys. Who, as you go through the game, will get more and more health. Ow, you got me. Congratulations. If he gets me again, we're dead. Come on, just attack me normally. That's amazing. I was scared that wasn't going to work. Brilliant. I'm done waiting with you, with your games.
The way out of here was right below them.
Right below them. How do you know that, Lara? Oh, okay. So look, we can look underneath this. This is like one of those grates that they put at the like park fences and stuff to stop you bringing your dog into the park. Do you know those guys? But the thing is, like, if the dog's a small dog where its feet will get caught through the grates, then you just pick it up. Or if the dog's a big dog, then it can probably just jump it anyway. Why am I talking about? Look, I'm very experienced in getting dogs into parks. Trust me. Right, okay, so what have we got here? This room's actually kind of crazy. Fierce wind outside, truly fierce wind. This again, I got a little. The thing is, I always feel a little. This game, right? If you spend a while on a puzzle, eventually it will throw a clue up for you, like, oh, you should use survival instincts to find out what's going on. And I always get a little bit insulted if I spend too long on something and then it starts throwing these hints at me. But I really needed it here. You can open both windows, which will bring loads of wind in. The trick, though, is you only have to bring in one window, and then you pull this thing back against the wind, which is bloody strong of Lara. And what you can do is knock out these support beams, like this. Okay, which, I mean, I'll tell you what, this game maybe isn't Falling Simulator 2013. This game is more like everything ever breaks. Everything breaks. There's so many sequences in this game where you're just sliding around completely out of your control and just the world around you is disintegrating. It's unbelievable. I think it can work really well, but not as much as they do with this. I mean, look at this. This is just insane. So we'll do this again and knock out the other beam, which surely is going to take this whole building out. Surely. Look at all these... I mean, who in their right mind would do this? You would find a different way out. You would find a different way. Now, believe it or not, you want to... Can I still play? Oh, whoa, hello. I heard you speaking, but I didn't realise you'd be here. You guys will have just seen something new about enemies there. That they start wearing stuff on their head that you have to smash through before you can headshot them. Oh, there's more of you. This seems like a good time to go with the machine gun, doesn't it? There we go. And man, it's so good. I love the way the bullets work. Like, as I say, Bioshock's like super bullet spongy, but this...
That bell should do it.
Yes, I know the bell will do it, Lara. See, that's what I mean. It's giving me the hint. I know about this. Don't worry, I'm in the middle of a fight, though. I think I just heard another guy. But maybe I didn't. And just the idea that these guys are all around here, too, it's ridiculous. But yeah, like, Bioshock's so bullet spongy, but this is kind of realistic. Even a stray bullet in the wrong area on this game seems to just luckily kill a guy. Anyway, yeah, we do. Now we have to open this again, because the other window's already open. Go on, Lara. Just destroy this whole place, why don't you? It just feels so ridiculous. Come on. And now bring this back. Ridiculous in a good way, I've got to say. Like, you don't really experience this that much. It does well on the FPS as well, for so much busy stuff going on the screen. And we destroy the entire building, basically, for the purposes of getting that bell just to go down onto this. Oh, and there's so many jagged bits of wood and stuff there. You're right. Okay. Enough with the cutscene, I want to run. Yes, I'm going. And in a very brief moment, we are running with the Colt. It would be funny... Can you see that guy hanging down there? It would be funny if you could stop to fight them here. I think that would be brilliant. Just, like, pop off stray shots at them. Oh, man, and we were so close. Oh, I didn't mean... I just jumped because there, and then that ended up getting me killed. We were so close earlier. The pilot, Matthias, was right there. Who does seem to be the bad guy now, by the way, so that's pretty much confirmation of that. What was a minor question on people's minds is now pretty much confirmed, I guess, that Matthias is leading these people of this cult. He came to us, he was like being a big dirty faker, basically, earlier, when we first met him. Come on, I pressed space. No, Lara. I've seen you fall bigger drops than that as well and be fine. What's going on? I don't know if you can run out of time here. Jump. Good, Lara. Go. Good. Uh-oh. I actually don't know what I have to do next. So we basically just survived that fall anyway. What the hell is going on here? Where is that meant to be? We're on the bridge. It's okay, being on a raggedy bridge like this. This is like The Hobbit when they're falling down that huge hole. And now we get another cool thing with the Falling Simulator 2013. We have to blow our way through walls as well as avoiding obstacles on the left and right. Which is awesome. She'd be all scratched to hell now. It's just the scratches on her skin that makes me cringe most. Which they don't do too often. But hey, look, this looks pretty beautiful, pretty nice.
It's Lara!
Oh God, Laura. It's good to hear your voice.
Yours too, Sam. Is the rest of the crew with you?
No, I just managed to steal this radio off a guard.
A guard?
I've been kidnapped.
What? Where are you?
I don't know. Some old Japanese palace. They keep talking about a fire ritual. Laura, I'm fucking terrified. Shit, someone's coming. I've got to hide this thing.
Sam? Sam! A fire ritual. Like the mural in Himiko's tomb. Roth, are you there?
I'm heading towards the palace. The others are being held there too.
I'll catch up to you and we can go in together.
Yeah, shit just got real. I mean, remember back to the burnt woman that we saw before? Don't exactly want that to happen to anyone, let alone someone that we know quite well.
just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. What were those things in the monastery? They were dressed like the Storm Guard, and the sounds they made almost inhuman. Shit, just listen to yourself, Lara. You sound like Dad. It's like they're the remnants of some lost civilization. Okay, now I really sound like Dad. All I know is they killed those men, and I have a feeling they wouldn't hesitate to kill me too. But I can't think about this now. Sam's in trouble, and I've got to get her back. She's counting on me.
So we seem to have kind of a bit of a 3-faction system going on here, us being one of the factions. I'm going to go with the machine gun here, but you know, guys, feel free to leave comments, leave your feedback about what you want me to spec into. If you prefer a specific gun, now that we've got, basically these are the 4 main weapons we have, okay, but each one as we continue to progress through the game is sort of like going to get an alternate fire mode or another functionality that it will have. Think, if you've ever played Half-Life, you know how like you can tap 1 and you'll get 1 weapon, but you double tap 1, you get another weapon. It's kind of the same system here in Tomb Raider, like it will put you on a different version of the weapon. So for example, have we got any of the other versions yet? I don't think we really have. But the bow, at the very least, we've got... And it gets more complicated than that too, anyway. But the bow, at the very least, we've got an alternate fire now in the way of this. The pistol, we've got that silencer. Have we got the silencer? Fuck, I keep talking about the silencer, and I don't think we've got it. Anyway, we're actually back now to the mountain village, which is very cool for us because, actually, we've now got all the stuff we require to finish this area off, which is awesome. So, what we're going to do is, I think... because there's a lot to kind of take in and figure out here. What I think I'm going to do is sort of like a little bit of a bonus episode. We've got a cache there that we just picked up. I think I'm going to do sort of like a little mini episode that will go up at the same time as the next main one for like the story, where I literally, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we should just do it all at once. Hey, another weapon modification. Cool, what was that? What have we just upgraded? A new pistol or something, maybe? I'm not sure, but... yeah, there is a lot to get here, guys. There's an awful lot. We do now have the ability to get it all, and I just don't want to spend hours and hours and hours running around grabbing it all, so I could do like a special little thing, and then we'll continue on with what we've got to do next. But there you go, guys. The plot has thickened. I love it when I get to say that, because that's when those are always the cool moments in games, when you can say the plot is thickened. And it has thickened. Thanks very much for watching, and we're going to light this shrine over here. Why not let's make a little bit of progress while we can. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. And these should be much more regular, honestly, because it did kind of dawn on me that, my God, we've been kind of pissing about it for a while, so we're going to be more regular with Tomb Raider. Thanks, guys, honestly, and I will see you later.